Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Super Hostile Modded, the Spellbound Caves II. In the last episode, we were continuing our adventure in the Ravenhart Coven, and we got a little bit farther. We can actually see the bottom when we get over there, which is kind of nice. And we're going to head back over there in just a moment, but we have a bunch of treasure to deal with. And the first thing we're actually going to do is upgrade our wand. So we got this wand condenser upgrade, which we don't have on our upgrade. So it upgrades the wand to slowly regenerate mana over time, which sounds fantastic. So we're going to do that. I also went ahead and made some armor stands so that we can have our other sets of armor, the mage armors that we're not using over there. And yeah, we have a lot of levels, we have a lot of loot. There wasn't too much else in our collection of stuff that was really worth anything. There was a radiant orb thing. This thing, which apparently we have two different orbs. I don't know if these, let's see if they're useful for anything. Nope. So this is active ability, holds up. Raising up the orb shields its holder and blinds nearby enemies. Alright. And healing spells, don't really care. So, we discovered the Glory of Black Hole spell. It is amazing, and we're going to continue using that. So, the one thing I am going to need to do is figure out a better area of effect damager thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. So this tells us where Spark Bomb is. That's kind of neat. So I need to figure out a better area of effect damaging spell, and that is something that we'll figure something out. But let's open up a bunch of these loots. So I have 18 Infernal Tier 1, and this is going to be mostly junk, and probably going to fill up a lot of our storage system because it is almost full, which is not the best. We have Infernal Tier 2, 9 of those, which we got some other things. Random gem, care packages, enchanted books. A lot of stuff I don't really care about. Let's go ahead and put the protections away. And let's see, 6 Infernal Tier 3s. Some nice blocks of materials, but nothing great. Loot list 2. So I did complete a quest. We had completed the novice hunting, so I went ahead and completed that. Was not too much of it, not too exciting. And everything else is just from collecting all the tokens. So we have care package, random gem. Let's open our 8 spawner loots. And nothing much there. We got random magic crystal. Let's go ahead and do loot list 1. We got a loot crate for buff elixirs. Loot list 2. Amulet of cloaking flames. Reduces incoming damage by 75% when standing in a ring of fire belonging to you or your ally. Alright. Nothing super exciting, I'll be honest. So let's go ahead and just open the rest of these. Buff elixirs. Random gems. The glowing gems are actually really nice. Care packages. There's a ton of food. Random magic crystal or dust. Don't really need those, but it's fine. So nothing too exciting. We are filling this thing up. I'm gonna have to do a bit of maintenance with it. But we do have 50 levels, and I figured let's go ahead and increase our attack to max. We can go ahead and diffuse, so landing a blow on a creeper just after it starts igniting will neutralize it for a few seconds. Might as well. And then we can also, let's put some points into agility, or I guess 1 point. Step assist would be really nice to have. Anything else? Golden tools, teleporting from an ender pearl, don't really care about that. Luck increased while fishing, sure, why not? Attack, building, I don't really care about those. We'll go ahead and get that. We have both of those. and farming makes eating a passive task is interesting. So, I'll tell you guys what, I am going to head back over to the Ravenhart Coven, and I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. I kind of forgot. It's been a couple days since I've recorded this. I'm gonna figure out what spell I want to do instead of the Spark Bomb, because it just wasn't as effective as I'd like. If we're gonna bring everything together, I want something that's gonna do some good area of effect. So I'm gonna figure that out, and I will bring you guys back in once I'm back over to the Ravenhart Coven. Alright, so we are here at the top of the Ravenhart Coven, and I've set my spawn. I have 2 spells to try out. One is an old one, right, that hurts us. I always forget that this has life mending, which hurts us when we need to recover. But we're gonna go down the fun way. I kind of want to explore the tree a little bit. But we need to go down to that first bridge, and what better way than to jump like so and miss. Okay, this might be bad, but we can make our way back up. There are spawners there. There are a lot of spawners right there. There are also Spriggans. Okay. So, I missed. That's not good. We can just go ahead and teleport back up, and I think that's what we're going to do. The Spriggan is fairly... Oh, it's got regeneration. Goodbye. So, I missed. Let's try that again. But yeah, so we have a Hailstorm, and we have a spell called Plague of Darkness, which I want to try out. And let's just go the more intended way. So we were here last time. This is how far down we got. We still have a ways to go, but this area seemed to be pretty much cleared out. In fact, we could probably put our spawn point down here, but I think I'd rather not. We can get back down here quick enough. And so there is... good to know that there is some spawners at the base of the tree, and this is where we need to kind of continue heading forward. Drink our juice. Let's get the black hole spell up and ready. So there is more stuff down here. Barrels and barrels of supplies, but I'm not seeing any opposition down here, which is a little nerve-wracking. I'm gonna be honest. When there are not... I don't like hallways like this. There's a lot of sprouts. Hello, creeper. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the spawners, because we don't really need all these sprouts spawning around. And I don't know why there was... I don't know why there was a creeper. But the... Pixie dust. Okay, what does this... Ambrosia. Ambrosia is actually really good stuff. I do know a little bit about that. It does something like... It gives you a higher level of whatever buffs you have. So any sort of potion effects you have, it gives you just a straight up higher level of it. Which can be very useful. This is very... The life mending is getting me again. This is very strange. There's like nothing down here. This is a nice area. And that is scary. What are you? An Ender Eye. Okay. Let's just murder you. And you dropped an inner pearl. Okay. I don't know what that is, but it's coming towards us. Oh, that's a undead swine. Alright. Okay. There are some undead on this bridge. Probably just because it's technically dark. But it's also a weird darkness. Because it's not... It's both dark and not. And it's because of weird lighting issues. Minecraft does that. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff behind us that we need to kind of go collect. Do I want to grab... So, I just don't understand what's going on down here. This area is weird. This area got very weird very quickly. It's like down here is their farms and whatnot, but they're nice. They're pleasant areas. Okay, so lots of things that we can use. I'm going to take the charcoal. I'm also going to start doing some of this type of stuff. We have a bunch of pixie dust. If we ever want any of that, I could just steal this stuff from them. There's a lot of crops. Don't really care too much about that. But up here, there was... Oh, there was barrels for making wine. And barrels of grape juice. Okay. If we ever want any of that stuff, we can come get it. The charcoal is nice because charcoal is useful. Everything else is kind of... It can stay. Whoop, lag spike. And, okay, there we go. It's never great to have a lag spike, but that is an appropriate time to have one. That is a better time to have one. Alright, let's drink some juice. And I see there's a creeper up in the side there. I'm just waiting for this area to get nasty again. I'm getting complacent, and that's usually a bad sign. But again, there's like no danger here. So we're gonna be smart about this staircase. The reason I'm doing this the way I am is I can guarantee that there is something underneath the stairs and they're not just gonna like pull away. And that would be bad. Okay, so we're basically down to where we were. I believe... Wouldn't be surprised if there are spawners on that island. Let's get some Vechs out here. And this is... There's a lot of darkness down here. That was rude. Alright. Black hole. Right there. And let's try our hailstorm. There was something like walking. There's a Spriggan. Okay. You dropped a lot of good stuff. Silver tokens and copper tokens. Alright, let's get down here. Let's get some light. And there's 100% like a Spriggan spawner. There are definitely... We need to retreat a little bit because we are very hungry. Go back there. And Plague of Darkness. Let's try this. And I don't know how good that spell is going to be. But it's just an AoE spell that I kind of saw that existed. And we're doing okay on health and whatnot, so I'm not too worried about things. But it is now getting to be night, and that is something I don't want to deal with. So we're going to run up here, and we're going to sleep in our sleeping bag. So whenever there is an open sky, my advice, use it. Utilize it to the best of your ability, and make sure that you take advantage of mobs not spawning in the light. Rain of Fiery Touch, another one of those. Alright, we have silver. I think that's everything. We'll put the intestines there because why not? And cool. So I guess what we need to do is have Black Hole on. Actually, let's get some more Vechses. Now, unfortunately, our Vechses are sucked in by the Black Hole, which is not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. But more Spriggans. Do you take more damage from axes? Alright, I don't care if you take more damage from axes. It's going to be easier just to not worry about it. Alright, let's put a Black Hole down there. Now, where are these spawners? Is there any spawners underneath? There are! There's a ton of spawners. And we are taking poison and hunger. And please. Please take a lot of damage. Alright. This is not the best of situations. But we will get out of this. Somehow. So let's get another Vechs swarm. And get rid of some of these guys. Alright. Everybody goes over there. And then we run away. So that we can eat and have some food in us. Okay. So I don't know how big of a range that is, the Plague of Darkness, but let's get a Vechs swarm, and witches, just go away. We are getting so poisoned. Makes me almost wish I kept a Bezoar on us, because that would be really good to have. Just to have a little bit more. Cool. You dropped. What is that? Belt of Annihilation reduces the damage of Mana Vortex to greatly empower explosion. Okay. We have some gold tokens. That's nice. Okay. So there is some really nasty creatures down here. We need to eat. Because I don't know what it is, but something keeps draining all of our hunger. And it's really annoying. Alright, so there is at least 4 spawners, and I don't know if they're all bad. We're going to come down here. We're going to break all of the spawners I can see. And then we're going to retreat. Grab all of the goodies that I can see. So where was that one spawner? Okay, it is like underneath. Let's put a Black Hole over there. And let's swim away. You are completely stuck, which is really funny. So let's just get rid of you. There are still more Spriggans around. And the Spriggans unfortunately poison on hit. But let's dump what we can in here. What is that? Enchanted twine. Alright. I don't hear anything else right now. We're gonna back up for a second. Don't see anything too, like, too pressing that we have to deal with. So let's go ahead and eat. Let's go ahead and get some beverage. And unfortunately, what this means is we are almost done with this area. And that means we have to go to another area. And that's scary. Alright, there are still more spawners. Alright. Go over there. Alright, we need to get out of here. We need to retreat for a moment. I think it's starting to get... No, it's not getting dark. It's just... I heard you. I heard you teleport. Something just broke. That is not good. I need to... make sure whatever broke isn't important. There went something else. There goes all of our armor. Okay, we need to get out of here. We need to actually get out of here. We know where the wool is, though. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to legitimately teleport out. And up here, what we're going to do for the time being is we are going to repair our gear. I should have been paying a lot more attention to that. But we can at least repair what we have on us. And most importantly, the leggings and the shirt are really crucial. Because they have the temperature control stuff and make sure that we don't freeze or anything like that. So I think what we're going to have to do is get some new armor. But what I'd like to do first is kind of get the wool. So we're gonna keep the magic mirror on our bar, and you just spawn there next to my bed. That is very rude. You have a lot of HP. Alright. Let's just combo attack you. And thank you. There's also a mushroom girl now? Because that is terrifying. Matango. Okay, we might need to just, like, get out of here completely. This is not good. Okay, so let's do this. I am going to say, let's get back to the base. And I guess we need to make some new armor. And it might not be a bad idea to make better armor. For now, I think we're going to just go with something that works. And we'll come back in and finish this area. But like we're gonna need to get some better armor in general, and that is gonna be important. So one thing we absolutely need to do is equip this. Where we don't need the balloon. The balloon's okay, but we will switch back to that later. I'm gonna put these both in here, apparently. Oh, I had a bunch of spells to do stuff with. I kind of forgot about that. Oh well. Let's see. We need a helmet. We have a diamond helmet. It's not good. We can make it a little bit better. And then let's just go ahead and grab diamond boots. We have some uncommon ones. That's fine. That'll work. It's armor. It should be enough for the time being. And if not, we can hopefully magic mirror out quickly enough. I think it's almost night. I do want to put some torches here because apparently things can spawn right there. Probably over here too. You know, is there something in the corner here? No? Okay. So we have a lot of stuff in our inventory. We have a gold box. Yeah, we're going to need to get some better armor. And unfortunately, like, if we look at helmets, for example, we've been using amethyst, which is 1-3. The guardian armor, which is the sea serpent scales, is a little bit better than that. But obviously the best is like dragon scale. And I think we can potentially make... Well, okay, I shouldn't say best. The best is dragon steel. This stuff is really good, but not getting that anytime soon. So it's one of those things of like, we need to figure out what's going to be the best way to... What can we get armor-wise that's going to be the best? And so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go grab the wool. We don't need torches. And we're just going to jump onto the tree and figure out... I think it's right underneath us. Yes. So if we just kind of go down from here, we could even cut into the tree if we wanted to. Like here. And there's probably spawners on top of the fleecy box, the wool box, whatever you want to call it. The fairies are very interesting characters. Alright, let's do one of these. And I know it's very dark. Let's go ahead, and we don't need blocks right now. But we are going to kind of cheese this a little bit, just because we did the hard part. And we're directly in the wool now. Yeah, there are multiple spawners. But I think that's it. So, we should be able to do something like this. And just murder these guys. They destroyed our armor. They deserve it. Alright, now we need blocks. We're going to put blocks on the bar. Again. And... yeah, so there is the wool. Let's go ahead and grab it. We have the green wool. Alright, one more time. Let's bring everybody together. Just so that we can get all the loot. And I think we're actually going to do the unthinkable. And at the very least, do a little bit of delooting before we end this episode. So let's make sure we get everything put away that we can. Hi. Let's get out of here. Grab our bed. We need to eat. We lost our chest plate. Something probably disarmed us. That's really annoying. I guess we're going back down. I really hope it didn't break. But I'm going to assume something disarmed us. Let's do this. Some stuff over here. I don't know that there's any more spawners. There's a backpack. I really hope it didn't break. It might have broken, but that's kind of awful because that was our... We don't have to worry about the heat mechanics thing. Yeah. I think it's gone. Okay. Whatever. We can get more. We can get better. I can remake it. We'll be good. It might have also just broke. There is the possibility that that happened. I don't think that it did, but it is a possibility. So, we're going to teleport back to spawn. Go back to the Victory Monument. And let's go ahead and put the green wool on the monument. That is the first thing we're going to do. And then I will worry about getting new armor and all that kind of fun stuff between episodes. So, the green wool is done. We have 2 more areas. It's just going to get harder from here. So yeah, upgrading everything is going to be really good. I like our spells. Plague of Darkness seems to work pretty well. I considered the Curse of the Forest being a good spell, but the problem with that one is it doesn't really have... It doesn't really have a good... Just making sure I didn't put it somewhere. We do have some dragon scale helmets and leggings, but I'm going to have to see what we can get otherwise. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. Actually, I lied. We are going to open up a lot of stuff. So anything we can put in here. This goes here. Let's go ahead and loot a little bit. So this is a spell book. We need to do that. That one can go in here. Stone tablets. Ring of Glaciation. Ice spells are more potent in snowy biomes. That's kind of cool. Most of the stuff, though, we're just gonna put away. I do want to switch those out and put this back in here. I would really like to have the Ankh Shield, or at least an Ankh Charm here soon. These intestines are almost always worthless, but I still open them. Okay, so we have a lot of tokens to open. Infernal Tier 1. Okay, let's just go ahead and open all that. And we got nothing really of value. Alright, next up. We have like 22 of these. So we're going to have a lot of Tier 2s. Okay, that opened up some care packages. We'll go ahead and open that up. I'm going to put spell books in there for right now. Okay, so there is just a lot of junk in the inventory. And most of it is exactly that. It's just kind of junk. We don't need a lot of this stuff, but we're collecting. That was my wildberry juice. Thank you very much. Alright, we have a loot list 1. Let's keep that. And random ingot, we can keep that as well. So, next is silver, if I can hit the right button. 8 of those, and these should be Tier 3. A lot more blocks of useful things. A loot list 2 is nice. Enchanted books. Yeah, most of it is kind of whatever, but I'll have to sort through inventories and see what all we can get. Next is we have like 5 gold tokens, which is Tier 4. Alright, we have some really important things. We have a windmill controller. We have Heart of a Giga Knight. Okay, this is where things get interesting. Windmill controller is neat. That is power. Don't really care. Heart of Giga Knight, which we can make the Blade of the Dreaded Queen, which is pretty good. We can actually make that. Okay, so that's something I'm going to keep. Same with the Witherbone handle. Mask of Misery. We've gotten a lot of those. Diamond. We got some White Deathworm chitin leggings. I believe that's how you say that word. Um, those are pretty good. And they're epic. We have an Axe of 1,000 metals. It is terrible. Dragon Bone. Okay, so that was a lot of good stuff. I keep hitting the wrong button. And finally, 9 spawner loots. And we have 3 lootless ones, which gave us a random gem. We'll get to that later. Lootless 2s. Creatures killed by ice spells release ice shards in all direction. That's kind of cool. But we're not really doing much with that kind of stuff. Silver. And fire shard. Alright, now we are going to go ahead and end the episode off here. This is something we might actually use, at the very least, to make the blade. I don't think we've gotten one, but I believe we have, we have the diamonds. We can make a diamond sword, and we can make this weapon. So, Diamond Sword, Heart of Giganite, and Blade of the Dreaded Queen. This thing has 15 attack damage compared to our current 9. But if we look at, like, see, Dragon Steel. Dragon Steel Sword, a normal one, has 11 attack damage. So this is really powerful. I am going to enchant this up. I'm going to enchant some new armor up, and probably get some more temperature controlled stuff. I do want to make sure that it's not just like, okay, yeah, it's gone. So I'm going to have to deloot. There is a few other things that we can kind of do. We can open a gold box. Let's go ahead and do that. That gives us pretty good gold pickaxe, but it's a gold pickaxe, not very useful. So I'm going to kind of re-equipped and all that kind of stuff. And next time, I think we have to go to the Rainbow Cavern, which is going to be terrible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got the wool, which was good. We lost some stuff, which is bad. But we got the wool. That's important. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!